Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. I'm your host, Michael Tabor, getting right into this. Boy, what a beautiful day. I want to talk about, I've done a couple of videos on how I believe my feeling and belief is that everyone is special. Now, when you say that, if everyone is special, nobody is special. Okay, aside from that, what I'm saying is that all human beings on planet Earth, 7 billion plus people, are unique, all right? Not to sound corny, but God's children. God don't make no junk. There's something, if you really look, there's a story, and we're all interesting. Now, I don't want to get too Pollyanna-ish. Like, I know there are serial killers and rapists and pedophiles and fucking monsters. I get that. All right, I am making a generalization. But, okay, here's another thing that might sound sort of controversial. I think that everyone has some good quality if you look hard enough. There's nobody that's evil 24/7, 365, right? If you find it, if you look really hard, you could find it. Now, I've been trying to look for Donald Trump's good quality since the 80s. I've been following this guy since the 80s. He's awful. Everyone knows how I feel about him. He's a monster. He's a vulgar, uneducated guy. It's hard to find anything. If there's one thing, his skill set is that he's great at marketing, branding, PR, that he has a talent for that marketing. And here's a guy with a low IQ who somehow became a billionaire even though he was cheating and all that, and he's the president. He's president. I'm not. There's something there, right? But and he has someone who's low with a low IQ with really no talent to see. There's no obvious talent that he has. Like, he's not smart, he's not well read, he's a failed businessman, all that stuff. I'm not going to talk about Trump. What I wanted to say is, if you really look, you could find something. So if I were to say, like, that's a talent, but if I looking for some sort of good quality with Trump in terms of character, I could say, now this is going to sound weird, but he's genuine in a sense. And let me say this, he's authentic. Authentic in a sense, this is a weird one, he's an authentic liar, con man. All right, now let me just explain that. Let me break it down. When Donald Trump lies, he's genuine about it, and he doesn't have any shame. You talk about someone who, let's just say, like a Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton's is not a nice person either, and she's a liar and a cheater with that, whatever. But when she lies, you could see it, and there's some sort of shame. Like, you could see that she's trying to get out of it. Now, Trump does the same thing. He's constantly trying to get out of things, but there's something authentic about his lying and cheating and conning. You see him in the press conferences, he is adamant. He is basically saying that he's being picked on, that the media is picking on him, and he believes it. You could see it the way he talks, like, shame on the fake news. There's something appealing. Not for me. I think he's despicable, deplorable. But the deplorables like that he's genuine, right? He's a genuine con man. Okay, let me just move ahead. Okay, so you could find something in, really, some good qualities in everyone. I am listening to an older Tim Ferriss podcast, Glen Beck. Glen Beck is a conservative. He's a talk show host, and on paper it's like, oh my god, I don't like Glenn Beck at all. It's everything I stand against. But because Tim Ferriss is such an awesome guy, he's so smart, Tim pulls out the goodness in Glenn Beck. And I listened to that podcast. This is back in April of 2015, Glenn Beck on Tim Ferriss. And Glenn Beck is an awesome fucking guy. He's super interesting. Like I said, he's interesting, he's nice, and he's got a real great story. Yes, his politics are different from mine, and I disagree with him a lot. But you see what I mean? You find that goodness. I say that all the time. Now, I talk about some of the podcasts I listen to. I listen to Tim Ferriss. I listen to Sam Harris. I listen to Sean Carroll, and, of course, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan brings out the best in everyone. Why? Because Joe Rogan's a saint. He's awesome. People Joe has had on his show, conservatives like Ben Shapiro, Louder with Crowder. I mean, I don't like Crowder at all, but you see a side that he could bring out, right? Okay, so there you go. Everyone has a good side. On that note, good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. peace, love, and understanding here on Taper Talk.